What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dave Mo Flips. You probably don't know what it is because I ain't made a video in like 2 months. So I had some issues personal, the house and stuff like that. Took care of that. We're pretty much back up and running. The backyard still has to get taken care of because when your house is under construction, you, as some of you might know, you jam pack your garage and you jam pack the yard. And I have an awning, and on this side it's water. No water gets into it unless you have sideways rain, which in Florida is a thing. Anyway, let's get right down to it, all right? Today's video. Fran, I think she's a subscriber, hit me up the last couple of days. She wants to use a dealership who's going to offer her to go to the auction and buy a car for a set amount of money. A dollar amount that I have not spoken to her about, so I don't know. So, without further ado, let's get right into this.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
Alright, so check it out. I do this. A lot of dealers frown upon it. I'm a dealer rep. When I become a dealer, I'll probably frown upon it. But listen, get it how you live, man. If you can make money doing it, I applaud you. Make your money. Do what you gotta do. I'm not a person that's gonna sit here and say, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Fuck that. Make your money. Straight up and down, make your money. Unless I'm paying your bills, unless I got you covered for what you need to get through your life, I got no say so in what the hell you do with yours. Don't get involved with what I do with mine. Alright? So straight up and down. Here it goes, Fran. Let me give it to you. Vic, I did not forget you. I seen I had a few missed calls. I'm sorry. I got you. I just been busy. I'm going to call you today. Today is Monday or Tuesday. It's the beginning of the week. I'll call you. I hope everything's going well. I need my monster. Anyway, all right, so here's the deal. Here's how it works. You're going to come across an ad on Facebook or Craigslist. Hey, you can buy cars wholesale. I have a dealer's license. I'll take care of it. Most of them are fucking scammers. Straight up and down, they're scammers. There's one right here in the Tampa Bay area that I've known for 6 or 7 years. My dude takes some people's money and fucks them straight up and down. You call the police, they come. It's a civil matter. For those of you who don't know the difference between a criminal and a civil, criminal is when you can use police, civil is when you have to use court. So now, because you have to use court, the cops are not going to arrest the man. You handed the man the money. So he didn't rob you. Okay, you gave him the money, which now makes that from what you would consider a burglary to a civil, which means now you have to take him to court, you have to know his real name, and you have to do all this other nonsense. Most people are willing to say, you know what, between all the court fees and everything else, fuck it, I'll let him go, $2,000 or less. So he's honed in his craft, where he's like, hey, you know what, I'll take my chances. Anything under $2,000 I'll do. If I screw him, great. If I get him something, great. They always get screwed because this guy, even if he buys you a car, he buys you the worst example of a car. He buys you like the Ed Bowen fucking car. You know what I mean? The only thing is you're not expecting it. So understand, you are swimming with the scumbags of the world when you're involved with stuff like this. And like I said, I do this. Do I consider myself a scumbag? No. Here's how I do it. I'm going to break it down. You guys can make money off this knowledge I'm giving you right here. This is free 99 knowledge. If you guys know who I'm referring to, I did not steal it from him. Look him up. I just forget the name of his channel. That's my homeboy. What about the gas? Dude is funny, man. But listen. Check it out. I charge $500. Okay? What I need from you, let's just say you, the person watching it, you're looking to get a car from the wholesale lot, from a dealer-only auction, and you want to save a lot of money, hundreds of dollars, or maybe thousands of dollars. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do when you talk to me is I'm going to say, let's be realistic in what you want. If you're working with $5,000, chances are I'm only going to save you a couple hundred. It might not even be worth it. You're working with 10,000 plus. All right, now we're saving some money here. Okay, those are the deals I really like to do because they have the bigger savings. Or if you're of the mindset, hey, maybe I don't save that much money, but I get a nicer car. I explain all this to you when we're sitting at my desk at the office, okay? I will furnish you with my dealer's license, my insurance, and everything that you need to know that I'm a legitimate dealer, not just renting the office. If the 100 cars sitting outside didn't tip you off. Number one. Number two, let's get into what you expect. Every auction house will show you what cars have gone for. Let's just say we're going to use MMR for all auctions, Manheim Market Research. I'm going to say to you before we even have our first meeting, I need a list of 5 to 10 cars. The more, the better. And these are the cars that you want to target, whatever they are. You'll give me the list, email me the list, and I will email you the MMR with screenshots of what they're going for. This way it puts it in perspective. On any given day, that particular car can go for more or less. All right? That's just how it goes. That's just how it works. It could go for more or less. So we always hope for less, but whatever it is, it is. All right. So you like what you see so far. This is great. Now we're going to start meeting in person. As I mentioned to you, aside from the dealer fee, aside from tax title registration, and aside from the car fee, I charge $500 for my time. The way this works, I want $250 up front. All right? That buys you 1 month of my time. 4 days plus a bunch of research that I'm doing my own thing for you. Okay? That's not refundable. That's $250 you're not getting back. Well, that kind of sucks. What happens if I don't find a car? If you can't find a car in 1 month, you're being too picky, and that's not my problem. That's your problem. Number two, that $250, I can't get my time back because you don't buy a car. And $250 is cheap. $250 is real cheap, okay? For the amount of time I'm going to put in. So now at this point, I'm sending you pre-sale sheets. I'm sending you images of cars. I'm sending you all these things that pertain to the cars in your list. We're also going to the auction, not on auction day, but on preview day, and we're walking around. Understand something. I will point out the things that I know are wrong with the vehicle, or I think that are wrong with the vehicle. I will also say why I would purchase said vehicle or why I would not purchase said vehicle. But the inspection itself falls solely on you, the buyer. I am taking zero responsibility for this car. That's why you were there, to do your inspections. If I want to go there and do the inspection and do the whole thing, then I'm going to buy the car for myself and make a lot more than $500. Again, I'm keeping it real with you. I know a lot of you guys think I'm being very, like a dick almost. No, a dick is the guy who doesn't tell you what they're going to do. I'm telling you what it is. Hate me because I'm fucking honest, okay? So, with that being said, I'll point out what I think, it is. You make your own decisions, okay? So you look at the cars, you like it. We got a list of cars that we want to see on this particular day. They're going to run through the auction. Day of the auction. We don't go to the auction. We will come to my office, okay? You will bring with you X amount of dollars, all right? This is where some people think it gets a little bit sketchy. And if at this point we haven't built a mutual trust, then there's no sense in going any further. Lose the $250 and be done with it. But what I require for you to do is go to your bank, whatever bank it is, and pull out the cash. You only have to count the money in front of me, okay? It's just you and I in the office. The doors are locked. There's other people outside that are at the dealership doing whatever they're doing. You and I are in my private office. Now I know you brought with you $5,000, which means you can bid on a car roughly up to $4,500. If it comes down to it and the car's at like $5,000, like, look, I definitely have the other money, okay, fine. If, mutual trust, I'll cover the other, but we'll go to the bank before we pay, fine. We'll work that out when we get there. But let's just say that's how that works. The reason why I make sure you have the money is because I don't want to buy the car you're looking at. If I wanted to buy the car you're looking at, I bought the car you're looking at. This is your car. The reason why I don't take the money from you, because I don't need that money. I don't need to be responsible for your money until you buy that car. Once the car gets purchased, they say yes, we will get a total. It'll be the price of the car plus the auction fees. You will hand me that dollar amount. We will go to my bank, being Chase Bank. I will get a certified check made out to the auction house. You and I will then drive to the auction house, pay the auction. We'll have an extra dealer tag. You will drive that car back to the dealership, okay? Once we get to the dealership, we will do all your paperwork right there on the spot. By the time that day is done, hours, you will be driving the car you just purchased with a temporary tag, or I will have transferred the tag for you regardless. The deal's done. It's a done deal. It's very plain, very simple. For me, that's the easiest way of doing it. I know you have the cash in your pocket. We're bidding on cars together. That's it. I'm simply hitting the bid button. You're telling me, okay, bid another 100, bid another 50. There's times where you have 4,500 to spend, but you have 7,000 in the bank and you didn't want to spend that much, but you were looking at a 2008 Honda Accord with 150,000 miles, but this 2011 Honda Accord is going for right now for $4,700, $200 more. You're like, wow, that's a way better deal than this '08 I was looking at. It's a newer car, less mileage, all the same features. It's worth the extra $500. So I can't make that call for you. That's why I require you to be there with me on auction day. If you're not, I can only bid to what you tell me. I won't even go over $50 of what you tell me. And now I have to hold your money. I don't want to hold your money. So it's easier for you to be there on auction day, okay? And that's the end of the story. Because I've had this one guy who he came and he bought about 4 or 5 cars this way from me. And I'll be honest with you, every single time he came, he had a dollar amount that he had in his mind. And while we always exceeded it less than $500, he always walked away with a newer, better vehicle. Always walked away with a newer, better vehicle. When we were at the auction, we're looking at certain cars, and there happened to be a car parked next to it, like an Audi. He wasn't even looking for an Audi, and he happened to find this beautiful Audi convertible. And it was just rough enough where I was like, it's going to be way below MMR. It's missing a tire. It's in the trunk. The front bumper's messed up. So I told him how much we could get the bumper and where we can get it from. Again, that's my knowledge given to you, part of the $250. And he ended up spending less money on the newer Audi, having it repaired for just a couple $100 more than what he wanted to spend. And he's driving around, and actually he's renting out a badass Audi. I mean, I was kind of jealous. I ain't gonna front. I was like, damn, that's a money maker. But you know what? Again, for that $250 that you're giving me, you're also making it where I'm not gonna bid against you. Now, how does the scam work? Woo, that's the right way to do it. Well, one of the right ways. The other way is, hey, I need the money up front. Here's a couple things that are going on with the car. Blah, 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 blah. You never get the car. If someone's trying to ask you for your money, it's my opinion, my advice is don't do it. If someone wants the money from you up front and it's a ridiculous amount, I wouldn't do it. As a dealer, we should have money to cover most things, most vehicles. So if someone's asking for $1,000 or $2,000 up front, that just seems like a lot. If they're charging you $1,000 to $2,000 to make the purchase, I can't say that someone's time is less or more valuable than mine. What I can say is that seems expensive to me, but then again, if you're buying a $50,000, $60,000 car, the money you're gonna save, it makes sense. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, there's contracts too. You can have contracts with people. I don't use a contract myself personally. There's really no way for me to fuck them and them to fuck me. I mean, I guess I could fuck them. I could take their money, go buy the car, and say, oh yeah, no, they never gave me the money. You know what I mean? I could definitely do that. I would not do that. But, so you might want to get something written up. And I don't necessarily know how you would prove that you gave someone the money, even if you gave them a money order or a personal check or whatever, and wrote this information down, because the car just was purchased. So you wouldn't know in advance. So you're asking that dealer to trust that you have the money in the account. I don't know. That's a tricky one. I don't believe that there is a good contract that's going to protect you, other than just really knowing the person you're doing business with. You know what I mean? Like building the rapport. Number two, another thing is to think about is, you know, you're buying the person that's buying you those cars don't know about those cars. They're auction cars. So you have to do the best you can to inspect them, because let me tell you something. What might run great at the auction might not have third, fourth, or fifth gear. Unfortunately, once that car is bought and paid for, you own that car. That's your car. That doesn't fall on the dealer. That's why, for me, I make you do your own inspections the best you can, because I don't want to be held responsible for a car I've never even driven before. You see what I'm saying? So again, you know, buyer beware. You know, it's definitely a gambler's game. It is a gambler's game. And that's the reason why car dealers like myself, we can make that markup on our vehicles, because we took all the risk out of it for you. You know, we might have bought that same car. It might have had a bad transmission, so we had to put a transmission in it. And now our markup is $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. But we took that risk, and not just on that car. We take that risk on all the cars that we purchase. You know, so you're entering into a realm of gambling, because you could do all the best inspections and everything, but even a bona fide ASC certified mechanic cannot tell you what's going to happen 5 miles down the road. They could look at belts. They could say it seems like it shifts fine, doesn't seem like there's a motor knock, but these vehicles are mechanical, and there's no way to say that they're going to last. You know, if that was the case, why would new car dealers need fucking repair shops? Why would the person that just bought a 2020 have their car in the shop a month later? It's a brand new car. These things happen. So to think that it won't happen with a used car, kind of playing yourself. You know what I mean? It might never happen. But again, shit happens. Shit happens. I hope this kind of made sense for you guys. There's a lot of other scams coming around. It's the holiday season. Tax time is right around the block. I don't know how I'm going to title this, but I'm going to get it out there for you, because this is definitely something that's going on, and this is definitely something that a lot more people are going to take advantage of with. But yeah, I hope this made sense for you guys. All right, I'm out. I'll be making more videos today, in particular, trying to get them out before the new year, because you know my editing is like. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm out. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being subscribed. And thank you for every fucking thing. On a side note, I'm going to make a video about this. I'm definitely glad that I decided to hold off on those properties, because I can tell you right now, as a whole, we're only selling about 15 to 20 cars a month, and that's with 10 guys out there pumping cars. The car game where I'm from definitely fell off. Keep in mind, we are a cash-only dealership. I do believe so highly in buy here, pay here. Not a huge fan of the financing cars, but nonetheless, that's another video. I'm out. I get my dog inside. He found a mud hole. So this is so funny. I just got done shooting that video. I was out back. I came inside. My wife made some food for us for breakfast, and those two messages that came through my phone, they were both from the guy that I was referencing about the Audi in the video. He just got done telling me in messages, hey, what's up, brother? I want to link up after Christmas. I want to buy 2 more cars. My man does Toro, so he's constantly buying cars for Turo. And yeah, so I mean, that's the truth of the matter. He found someone that actually won't fuck him over after he got fucked over. So anyways, like I said, guys, just be careful out there. Know who you're doing business with. See the dealer's license. See their name is on it. Or at least see that they have something to do with the dealership. If you're in Tampa, hit me up. I got you. I don't care. And I'll tell you who the scammer was, because you can still find their ads in the Tampa Bay Facebook groups. All right, guys, I'm out. I'll talk to you.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.